McCormick has done it again. Version 14.2 comes jam-packed with new features. Let me show you some highlights. Added to this version is a brand new way to bring in your PDFs. Let us do the naming and scanning for you. Version 14.2 is a major upgrade to the way we bring in PDFs. You can see from these import options that we can extract bookmark titles, folders, and thumbnails from the actual PDF to name each page automatically for you. Now, if your PDF doesn't have name and folder information already loaded in it, we have also added OCR scanning. Basically, McCormick will scan a section of each PDF and pull the name right off of the PDF drawing. All you got to do is point the software to the right spot of your PDF. Then it automatically names each page for you. You can even pull a secondary scan for naming information, such as the notes section. Here's an example. To recap, in the new McCormick, your pages will already be automatically named. If not, OCR scanning will take care of the rest. Check it out. Here's a list of all my PDFs automatically named. For estimators that want to keep track of how long their bids are taking, we have added a time tracker. Each job will basically show how many users were on the job and what time that they spent on that job, giving you a total amount for every single bid you do. There's so many ways to view the different hours that are spent on a job. Here's an example of several estimators and how many total hours and dates that they've worked on this job. Next, we've upped your database management game by giving you range edit and sorting of byproducts. Check this out. First, let's take a look at our brand new awesome feature of range editing byproducts. A right click in my database will give me the option to range edit specs or byproducts. Let's range edit those byproducts. Now, within the range edit process, we can now add items, swap out items, or delete items from a group of assemblies. Amazing. Let's play around a little bit. I want to swap out the box for this group of assemblies right here. I grab the range that I want to edit. I then pick the item that I would like to swap out. That's that box right there. Now I just have to find the item that I would like to swap that box to. I'd like a bigger box, so let's grab the 2 1/8 deep box. Now that I have the range specified and the new items I'd like to swap, all I have to do is hit OK. There you have it, just like that. I've swapped out that box in every single one of these assemblies in a matter of seconds. Such a powerful tool. You can now literally customize thousands of assemblies in a matter of no time at all. Finally, in this section, for those of you who like to see your byproducts in a certain order, we've now given you that ability. Simply click on the newly added order button. Go ahead and arrange those byproducts to the way that you like viewing them, giving you a nice organized database from here on out. Here's our unbelievable next feature. We can now create assemblies from the takeoff that we've done in Design Estimating Pro. This gives you the power to create typical offices, floors, units. We can take off with so much speed now. First thing I did was create an office type A temporary assembly. Alright, so check this out. I've created an office here in DEP. I've already done the takeoff. Let's go ahead and highlight that office takeoff. A right click on the takeoff and I can send that selection to assembly. The program goes to work and automatically builds that assembly in McCormick out of the takeoff you've already done. I've got some similar parts here, so I'm going to go ahead and combine all of those similar parts. There you have it. I created a typical Office A. Now if I go to the DEP specific tab, I can give this Office a shape and a color so I can mark those offices off on DEP. For fun, let's go ahead and give it a text overlay. Let's call it Office A so that it represents itself as an Office Type A on DEP. Check this out. Look at this. I'm now taking that typical Office A that I built and placing it anywhere I want on the plan. Man, McCormick has done it again. I mean, how can it get any faster or easier than this? We're not even close to being done with features yet. Check this one out. We can now lock our labels to the drawings. This one right here has been requested by so many users. We have finally done it. All you have to do is pick the proper label you want your sheet to flow into and click lock on the bottom right hand side. This will lock the sheet to that label. Now that my label is locked to the sheet, no matter where I am at on my label bar, my takeoff will always flow to the proper label, no matter what. Switch your plans and your takeoff as much as you want. You don't have to worry. Am I in the right spot for takeoff now? Of course you're in the right spot. You've locked the label to the sheet. No more headaches. How about this nifty little feature? We've added more drop options to our program. I'm going to go ahead and set auto start and auto end on my drops, but now look, when I override it, I've got different start, end, and drop here options. I'm going to set my start of my drops to 5, my ends to 10, and anytime I want to drop something here in the middle of a line, we'll do 8. All right, here's the line. Beginning of the line 5, end of the line 10, and now I'll drop one right here, 8. Customizable drops every time. How about more options with linear takeoff? Yep, we've added dynamic line functions. What are dynamic line functions, you may ask? Well, we don't have to draw straight lines anymore. We can do many things before, after, and during the process of linear takeoff. Let me show you. Let's take a look at my first example. I stopped this line short. Now, with the new functions, I can grab the end of the line and stretch it to my desired location, automatically updating my audit trail. Next, I can add points to a line. This way, I can take that line and stretch it and move it any route I want to. Let's say I had to go around this imaginary collision with my pipe or my conduit. Again, now you don't have to delete a line and start over. I can stretch this line or shorten it however I want. Every change is in my audit trail. Next are the different types of lines we give you. We give you Bezier and freeform drawing of lines. So Bezier, we're going to be able to bend those lines into a curve. We don't have to draw, again, straight lines anymore. Now that my line is drawn, there's going to be points on that line I can grab and bend it however I'd like. You'll notice in the audit trail that my changes are happening as I bend it. Again, we are measuring every single form of line. Here is a freeform line. Again, draw it however I'd like, and the measurement happens right in my audit trail. Too simple. Okay, in version 14.1, we added some home run features. Well, in 14.2, we've really stepped up our game. For starters, on our right-click menu, we've added a select matching button. This will allow me to select all matching parts on a page. This option would be very important if I wanted to send all of these data outlets back to Closet A. Easily done, but this time I want to go ahead and shoot just this group of outlets to Closet A. I can select them and simply right-click to add orthogonal home runs to the closet. Let's do this chunk to Closet B. Highlight, right-click, add home run to Closet B. So many more abilities. You choose the endpoint and you shoot what you want back to that endpoint. Let's take home runs a step further. Let's talk about advanced auto count and home runs. Let's start with auto count. First off, we've added an auto calibrate button. This will make your match rate better and better every time you run it. We've made it faster and easier to do auto count. Okay, let's go ahead and auto count this data outlet here. Let me show you some of the cool things that we can do now. Again, there's that auto calibrating. It's going to find things easier and faster every single time I run an auto count. Okay, now that we are done auto counting, I've made my selection of appropriate outlets. Now look at this. McCormick has given you the option to add home runs to everything that was auto counted. Really unbelievable. So I have selected some Cat 5 cable. I'm going to run an orthogonal home run to the low voltage closet, and I'm going to choose just orthogonal, no path. Accept takeoff, and look at that. Every single item I've auto counted is shooting back to the low voltage closet. I have auto-counted every single data outlet and given an exact measurement of Cat5 cable home run back to my low voltage closet. It does not get any better than that. McCormick did not stop there. To wrap up this video, I'll try to touch on a few more enhancements. We have dramatically increased speeds within the program. Load extension speed is now 50% faster. And then opening large jobs in large lists is now almost instant. Next, when building assemblies, we've given you the power to decide what window opens up when you hit Add mode. Go ahead and take the reins on what is best for your own customization. The next thing we've added is an easier Excel updater. You can basically update prices, labor units, cost codes, whatever you want in your McCormick database with an Excel file. Also import items into your database with any Excel file. For all the network users out there, we've added a scroll lock on the audit trail, allowing you to stop the audit trail from moving while you're reviewing it. We've also added some more tax options and what to print. We can go up to 4 decimals on taxes now. Finally, we've added printable notes, printable job details, and many other speed and program enhancements. To learn more about all of these 14.2 enhancements, contact a McCormick representative today. Thank you for joining me in another McCormick upgrade video. We appreciate your business.